Hello everyone, and welcome to World of Warships. And today I'm in the Baltimore. Yay, the tier 9 American cruiser. Holy hell, I forgot. Anyway, yeah, I'm in the division with my fellow scrub, which is KK. Up front, in the Fletcher, which is also the US tier 9 destroyer. Well, not also, but also US, that's what I meant. Right, anyway, we are the only two tier 9s in the game, in our team at least, so we should do a lot. Okay, so anyway, I basically played this last week somewhere, and I got above the Baltimore, so that's a good thing. Seems to be the weakest ship at the moment at tier 9, guarding cruisers. Though I'm not really noticing this, I kinda like it. Good guns, pretty decent armor, stealthy, although I don't have concealment expert on this ship yet, so my concealment is 11 kilometers. Can get it down to, what, 9 point something. I do have the radio location skill, basically I'm trying it out on this ship, as you can see. Though I don't really use it that much. Well, you can see here me looking forward because I see I located a ship there. And I obviously tell this to my division mate. Basically tell him, okay, it's quite probable there is a DD in B as well. And there they go, they start capping. They also started capping A and our team is capping C. So, and there is the destroyer, it's an Akatsuki. And of course this ship has radar, so KK smokes up for me. Detonates the destroyer. So we were all ready to go with, well, me shooting. I was just waiting for to clear the island. I was ready with my radar, and well, it was all unnecessary. Anyway, KK unfortunately got spotted and is under fire, but well, they won't be able to spot him for longer. But then the mask comes around, and of course we kinda knew he was there. We was spotted for a second. We could see by radio location that he was probably coming. So, get some nice hits in. He disappears in the smoke, but, well, actually those torpedoes might actually hit him, and they do. So, okay, so we're like 2.5 minutes into the game, 3.5. And we've killed both enemy, well, 2 of the 4 enemy destroyers. Right, and I'm capturing the B cap. We already capped C, they capped A, but that's fine. A is a kind of a crappy spawn on this. No, not spawn. A crappy cap. Right. Because you can. I mean, it's easy to get into, and you're quite well protected. As you can see, I can't even shoot at anybody in A. But that goes both ways. They can't shoot at us, so it's like we have 2 caps, they have 1 cap, and they can't shoot at us, we can't shoot at them. What's the point of A? That's why I don't like A. Anyway, so I am radared at this point by the North Cal, and I wasn't quite sure why. Because, as I said, they can't really shoot at me. Well, the Rune could, but he's quite far off. And I just back off. Now they definitely can't shoot me, even though they're radaring. Of course, KK is radared as well, but they can't shoot at him either, so, you know. Anyway, this means that we are already far in the lead. Of course, because of the 2 destroyers, but also because of the 2 caps. Now, we do have an AFK battleship, but it's a tier 7, I think. Nice now. Not that much of a problem. Now I keep reversing because I thought maybe to shoot at the Bismarck, but he seems to be turning in again. So never mind. At this point I do kinda not noticed the destroyer that's going. I think now I noticed. Yeah, there we go. And I now only also noticed that we have an AFK recognizer now. But I basically go, well, can't do anything about that. So should keep on moving forward. And for some reason the cruiser behind me is going towards A, and this is a bad idea. You have 2 caps. Just stay here, basically. Let them come. They need to be... Well, they basically need to come around the corner and shoot us. We will probably be able to shoot them. Anyway, there we go, the Sean Horst, and I'm actually spotted, so that's not that good. But that's only minor damage, and I did more damage to him with my AP, because the Baltimore actually has really good AP. It's at close range, like this. And yeah, I'm turning left. I knew that KK was gonna try and top. I get another decent volley into the Sean Horst. And I basically, well, I did. He said, do you want smoke? And I said no. And then I noticed the Bismarck that has beached himself over there. And I went, oh crap, I do need smoke. But yeah, it's a bit too late, so he's gonna be able to shoot at me. And of course it's ZALMAN. Okay. And I pressed the wrong button for some reason. I think I wanted to heal or something. Or radar maybe. Anyway, I pressed the AA button. Whoops. But to be honest, doesn't matter, there's not a carrier in this game anyway, so yeah. And well, let's just shoot this North Gal, who is apparently going to charge in or something. And I punish him for it. Nice hits. And that doesn't mean that our Kutuzov, who's in the smoke, which is that guy that went into, well, is going into them, and he now dies. To be honest, that was not a smart idea. As I said, you just need to stay around here and just annoy the enemy, basically. And at this point I pop radar to see this Bismarck, so I can shoot him some more. And it seems the North Gal has actually turned around. Oh, and that's lucky from the Bismarck. So I'm not spotted or anything, he just shot at my shells, basically. Came out of the smoke. And damn, 8.6k on the North Gal. Very nice. So I do manage to shoot just before he comes around the corner. I do another 7,000 damage. Of course, the buff that is going to come to the ship is, well, at least if they actually also give the same buff to the real server, because on the test server this now has a 10-second reload, which is wow. And with the reload module, which I think I have, let's check in a minute. There we go. Yeah, see, I already have about 10 seconds of reload speed on the ship, so basically for me this will go down to 0.8, I think it was. So yes, please. That would be interesting. Anyway, this guy now comes around, and I noticed this mark is going in reverse. That's not good. But they finally figured out where to shoot at me, so I move forward and go away. And I get a real good hit at the Bismarck, 9k damage, which brings me up to 84 already. I mean, holy hell. Anyway, I am a tier 9, so as I said, I need to count in this game. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I went up to this point, and well, it's a hit burst, so I'll shoot him. But to be honest, at this point I'm in a bit of a bad position. And we've lost 2 battleships for some reason. It's a bit annoying. But, you know, we are still decently in the lead, and they still need to push out of A. It's been 7 minutes now, or whatever. And finally the Udaloy actually pops up again. I do look at him, but... Well, I kind of figured that Atlanta would go for the Udaloy. And KK lays down a smoke screen in front of me, which is exactly what I wanted, of course, because now I can move out of the cover and actually go shoot at some stuff, like this North Carolina and the New Orleans. But, as you can see on RPF, I'm not sure, there might be a destroyer near. It might also be the Gneisenau, I'm not quite sure. And I think I asked KK to maybe come a bit towards me. And now I'm quite sure there's a destroyer actually, because the Gneisenau should be closest, and the RPF kind of changed in the direction of the north, New Orleans. Anyway, we'll keep on shooting, and I am reversing, so if there is a destroyer, then there's torpedoes. But then I move forward again because, come on, I want to shoot this one. And that's when, just for a second, that could get spotted. And I obviously pop up the radar and start shooting him. Now, he is complaining about RPF being OP at this point, but to be honest, I did not know he was there yet. Not that close, at least. And, well, I did know there was a destroyer there, but I wasn't sure. But anyway, so I'm still on the fence about RPF, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, he's a bit pissed about A, and I completely agree with him. As I already said, A is a bad cap. And basically what I said was already has happened. They need to push out, and it took them 10 minutes to start pushing. Problem is, now they are actually pushing, we don't have any battleships apparently. Got a hole in the back, something, and I'm basically the closest target, which is kind of annoying. But 2 Tier 8 battleships is still too much for Baltimore to handle. To get a decent hit on Udaloy, but oh dear. I need to get into cover as fast as I can. But close range Bismarck, I'll shoot at him, do 10k to him. Oof, and that rune gets a really good hit in. So, only thing I can do at this point is just sit behind this island and recover some health. And not die, because we are at 930 points about. And, well, they're capping B though. We're gonna lose Darkotsky. No doubt about that. He's actually charging in. There he goes. I don't know why he charges at New Orleans. That thing is radar. Anyway, I still have this Atlanta in port as well, and he's doing really good. And that North Cali is trying something. But he's out of range now, and I'm looking around to see where the battleships are. But it seems that they don't really want to fight for some reason. Oh well. And I'm basically between a rock and a hard place. Well, there's a Tippets to my left and there's a Tippets coming to my right of this island. So I'm basically looking where this Tippets is and where it's going. So to see how far can I actually go backwards. Fortunately, the Atlanta did get some torps into that Bismarck. And basically I'm stopping now, so my thought is, okay, I have 7k hit points. I could probably bounce 1 or 2 shells off the Bismarck. So he might not be able to kill me instantly. So I fire at his bow, get a decent hit, and then the Atlanta actually completely wrecks him. Holy shit. Day saved. I'm happy. Okay. RPF is, by the way, detecting that Tippets to my left, but that doesn't really matter. The New Orleans actually tries to come out, which is not the best idea, since there's a power on Baltimore here. Form of me. So, yeah, goodbye New Orleans. And I also like that they came around the corner basically one at a time, because now I killed that New Orleans. Easy. And the rune is coming in such at such a rate that I'm actually reloaded by the time he actually comes around, so... Oh yeah, that's good for me. And we're almost won now. And that's unfortunate though. But we lose the North Gal for some reason. Yay. Brings the points down again, but then I take the points back a bit by killing that rune. Got the high caliber, by the way. Oh, and KK got a Kraken before he died, which is also quite good. So, yeah, nice. And we're at 970 points now. We will probably just win, as long as nobody dies. And because Atlanta is actually coming out, I wanted to go forward, but something happens and we win. Let me just check fast what the something is exactly. We're at 975 points. Ah, it's the Hippo that dies. Anyway, let's go to the results. So here we are at the results screen, and I made a decent amount of credits with 360,000, 11,500 experience points. Oh yeah. Probably with like 200% or bonus or whatever. We'll see in the credit report, credit and XP report. Anyway, I got a high caliber, Confederate, and a Dreadnought actually. It did 154,000 damage, which is decent for Baltimore. I was top tier though, so well, I don't know. I could maybe have gotten more damage in a high tier game, but then again, I wouldn't be as influential as this one. Anyway, let's go to the team score. And, well, I'm firmly on top. Well, firmly. KK actually has 11 XP less than me, but we are both firmly on top, basically. So, that's good. He got 5 kills, I got 2 kills, so that's 7 kills in total for us, and 3 kills for the rest of the team, basically. Yeah, and we did have an AFK with 0 XP. Yay. The two the enemy destroyers didn't do much, they just got deleted, basically. And funnily enough, the Katsuki that was detonated in the beginning did not get the least XP. That was the Kagero, for some reason. She didn't do much. Anyway, so the Udloy and the North Gal on the enemy team were actually the ones that killed 6 ships. So they were instrumental in their team, which they actually kind of almost got back. There were parts where I thought, well, we're gonna lose this maybe, but in the end it was all fine. Let's go to the detailed report. So yeah, there we go. Decent amount of damage. My secondaries actually did a bit of damage, which is nice. 700,000 potential damage, which is decent. Some cap points, some capture points. Yeah, that's the same thing. I mean, some defense points as well, but not a lot, to be honest. I just capped around that B point, which worked perfectly, basically. Especially the Bismarck I hit a lot, and the North Gal, both 40k and 31k respectively. The Rune in New Orleans as well, and a lot of other ships. Anyway, let's go to the credit and XP report. So, after, service cost and stuff, I still made a 240k damage credits, and well, that's quite good. And seeing at it's 100% daily win instead of a 50%. Still, holy shit! I do have the premium camo that gives me another 100%, and of course the signal flag, which gives another 50%. So out of the 2,182 basic speed with 50% premium, and then you get basically 250% extra on that, so that's 11,500 XP in total. The commander XP is even 50% extra on that. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, that was a nice game in Baltimore, and I can't wait to see what the increased rate of fire does to this ship. Might actually bring it up to be a bit too strong. Although at the moment it's the worst. According to stats at least, it's the worst ship. So, you know. Anyway, let's leave it at that, and I hope you enjoyed this, and until the next one.